Welcome everyone to the inaugural episode
Oh
of
yeah,
the Hollis and Eddy podcast.
long time in the making.
Yeah,
We've been thinking about this for 17 years now.
coming back at you with another episode.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome back, guys. Make sure you smash subscribe.
And smash likes don't actually mean anything, but it means something to us. So it's for our pride. Don't let the like-dislike ratio be bad, or I will do it.
Okay, so we're gonna be ranking the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
We are gonna go by
Because
the prequels.
we don't have sex.
That's right, baby. Let's go. Okay, so we have the prequels, and then the normal ones, and the new ones, and then all of the everything,
Including the recently released Mandalorian,
That's-
streaming now on Disney Plus.
Actually, it's streaming November 12th. So,
Oh, that's awkward. Disney, hit us up with the sponsorship.
because Disney officials are listening to this.
We'll say good things about your show if you sponsor us. Just give us like $1 each.
Yeah, sponsors while we're recording.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Let's do this.
Okay, so first up,
Let's go
we're
with
gonna be
worst.
ranking all the prequels from worst to best.
As you can see by our nice Comic Sans font.
Also, this is not based off of which movie we enjoy the most. This is off
Yeah, that's
which
a good,
we think is the best,
qualifier.
not actually the ones that we enjoy the most.
Yeah, because I feel like if we do the ones that we enjoy the most,
It'll be more agreeable.
Yeah. All right. Worst one out of the three. I think this one's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah,
Episode 2.
Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Episode 2 is the worst.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, definitely. Do we want to talk about why?
I think it's kind of obvious, but just a brief summary. Go for it.
So basically, in this movie, Frodo has to bring the ring back to Mordor. And this is episode 2. Star Wars episode 2, The Twin Towers. Oh, no. I meant to.
This is the movie where Anakin is learning how to pilot, and he accidentally misflies
See,
his.
look at episode 2 even looks like
Yeah,
towers.
the 2 looks like. Oh
Okay.
God! I don't like sand.
That's so bad. Listen, I think of this video a lot like I think about sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. So I think we need to move on.
Okay, second worst or second best. Episode 1.
Optimist will say that the glass is half Obama. No, that's the Obamists. Okay, episode 1.
Right? That's the second one.
What?
Episode 1.
Yeah,
That's-
Revenge
yeah.
of the Sith is the best one. Episode 1. And this one, oh God.
I mean, Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, while it was innovative for Star Wars to have the first ever all CGI character
That's true.
in cinema,
And they did a pretty good job at making it not too hard to look at.
yeah, but like the character kind of sucked.
That's the issue. Is you can make a cool CGI character,
But you
the
have to make him
actual
a good character.
still has to be listenable too.
Like it's tough too, just because of the era that they were in. Like practical effects were kind of on their way out because we had all this new technology.
Mhm.
So I don't really blame them for what they did, although I can still complain about it.
That's right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right in Star Wars based off how like the serious tone of the first
Yeah.
original 3
That's
to
true.
have a character designed for comedic relief. Like it just doesn't really fit, and I still feel like it doesn't really fit to this day.
And even with this like huge flop of a comedic integration in a Star Wars movie, they didn't learn, and we'll probably talk about that later with no specific movie
In mind at all.
Yeah, no.
Not pointing any fingers
Yeah, okay.
at Toes Rico.
Best prequel. Number 3. This one's kind of obvious. Everybody agrees.
Yeah, plus it's like I actually enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Like the other 2 prequels I don't love. I can watch them.
Yeah.
But this one I actually like enjoy watching. I have watched multiple times because I like it so much.
And like Yeah, I would say it's a very enjoyable movie. I wouldn't say it's a very good movie.
Yeah, because there's so many good memes about it too.
The
Like,
only-
it'll always hold a special place in my heart because this was the first PG-13 movie that I ever watched.
Wow.
I know.
I cannot believe that you remember that.
I can't either.
I literally don't know what the first PG-13 movie was that I watched.
But
and the level of the in Lego Star
choreography.
Wars, the fight scene.
Oh, between Anakin and Obi-Wan?
Oh,
Very
dude, that
moving.
level in Lego Star Wars
But,
is
like,
so fun.
That's the thing that I really love about the prequels is the fights of the choreography. The choreography of the fights,
Yes.
wow, is like,
Yes.
it's beautiful because
That's
they
the-
actually like trained for it.
That's the best part of.
And the music
Actually,
too.
that's not true.
The music's good too.
The best thing
Like
that
Duel of the
came out of the
Fates.
prequels is the memes.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, you can take literally any quote,
Yeah,
and it works.
people have started doing that with
It's-
some unconventional little
It's
memes.
beautiful. I kind of just made one a second ago with
Star Wars
episode
episode
2,
two,
the
Twin
Twin
Towers.
Okay,
Okay.
this one's kind of. I feel like everyone's gonna agree with this.
Yeah, I mean the only ones that some people could dispute is 1 and 2, but everyone will agree.
but
that 3 is the
nobody
best.
cares enough to.
Yeah, to get all nitpicky.
This is where it gets
This is where it gets tough.
interesting. Damn, I'm gonna say the worst quality movie, not the least enjoyable to watch, but the worst is Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, it is my favorite one in the trilogy, but I'm gonna have to agree with you
Yeah.
on this one.
Let's move these. Okay.
Like, feels like the Ewoks were in there just to make a little bit of money off merchandise for
Yeah.
children, and then we gotta talk about Leia.
Yeah, that kind of was a little awkward. Like,
Kind of a little provocative.
it didn't age very well.
No, Carrie Fisher. Rest in peace,
She
Queen.
didn't age very well. Oh god. Oh god.
We are all.
Yeah. Let's move on. Number.
Everything's been said that needs to be said.
Yeah, but you gotta give it a lot of credit. Like, even though it's the least of the 3, that's still such a good movie.
It is. Yeah, it's really good. It's just the worst out of the
Yeah.
3 of the best.
Okay, this is where we're gonna disagree. Because you're gonna say 4 is next, right?
Yeah.
I want to say that 4 is the best, though. This is a tough choice because
It is very tough. It's probably the toughest choice we're gonna have.
with keeping in mind that 4 is the first one.
Plus, it was designed to stand alone as its own film.
Yeah, and I think it does a really good job at that.
Yeah.
But
Like, I feel like it would have been slightly different if they had known that they were gonna make a franchise
Yeah.
out of it.
yeah,
But even so, it's still very, very good.
that's true. Man, I don't know. The only reason I kind of want to switch and leave it in this order is that the fight scene between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in 4 is like really just not good.
Yeah. Plus, it's hard too, because like when the first people saw it in the theaters, they had no backstory on that really.
Yeah.
Like they had very minimal.
Yeah.
They had enough to understand what was happening, but
Yeah.
not like fully understand it and like grasp the emotionality of it. But like, because if you compare that to the fight scene between Luke and Vader in the next one,
Yeah.
it doesn't even stack up
Yeah.
at all.
You know what though? I'm gonna go with this because I think standalone 5 is a better movie.
Yeah.
But with context of all the other movies, 4 I think is better because there's more meaning and value to the stuff that happens. Because
Yeah.
the quality is less, but that's
Plus,
also
when
because
you filter in things like Solo and Rogue One too,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you get more backstory on a whole lot
Mhm.
more.
yeah, I'm gonna say 4 then 5. 5, everyone kind of that's a well
Yeah.
known opinion. It's just I don't know. It's just awesome.
Yeah, I recognize that it's the best, and I know that it's the best, but like it's still not my favorite.
You'd say 6 is your favorite?
Yeah, 6 is my
Yeah.
personal favorite, but I know that 5 is the best one.
Yeah.
Moving on
All
to
right.
the greatest,
That's an easy
the
one.
greatest trilogy of
All right.
films ever made. No, you forgot the sequels.
Oh, I literally skipped it because they're so
forgettable.
forgettable. I just realized I have 2 of these pictures. Give me a second. Okay.
Twice the pride, double the fall.
Let's just get this out of the way. There's no need to build
Rip
suspense.
the Band-Aid off.
Like, how did they mess up so bad? I don't understand.
See, the only thing I'll say in its defense is going from JJ to Ryan to JJ.
Not a good idea.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I feel like if Disney had realized that what they were doing was going to be a terrible mistake, and they had just went with JJ for all three, I feel like it would have been so much better.
Yeah. But
like,
then
it still wouldn't compare to the originals, but like it wouldn't have been as bad because like that's why a lot of people don't like Rise of Skywalker because they say it's like sort of choppy. And I know you haven't seen it, but like they say it's sort of choppy.
Yeah, we should probably say that real quick.
Yeah.
I have not seen Rise of Skywalker, so I'm not even gonna make an opinion. But I think we can both agree, even without me saying
the worst.
it.
Yeah. And then, like I feel like it just would have been different because JJ would have had so much more creative freedom with the second one to then be able to wrap up what he wanted to do in the third instead of trying to pick up the pieces of a terrible trilogy.
Yeah. It's you kind of I feel bad for both directors that they got put in this situation, but at the same time
I don't feel that bad for Rian Johnson though.
Because
there was like a script that he could have like based off of, but then he just cut it and introduced the worst character in all of Star Wars history, Rose Tico.
Who?
Rose Tico, the Asian.
Oh, dude! Yeah. Just thinking about her.
I would say she's worse than Jar Jar.
Oh my, yeah, easily. Because at least Jar Jar's like funny. He's bad.
Yeah, he's like so bad that he's funny.
Exactly.
Like, now you can look back and make fun. Plus, he was innovative for his time period.
Exactly.
Rose
There's something like
adds
cool about
nothing,
it.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, the fact that I don't remember her name just means
I can never forget her name.
Well,
ever.
Burned into your brain.
She's a part of me. As much as I don't want her
That's
to be.
That's your sleep paralysis demon. Let's go to the casino.
Are you running away? No, I see you trying to get into that escape pod. You're trying to abandon this resistance.
Oh my gosh, dude. That makes
it's
me
not
angry.
it's not about who you, I don't even remember the stupid quote when she freaking stops Finn from killing himself to save everyone. I wish she died so bad.
The real Star Wars was the friends we made along the way. That should have been the last line in The Last Jedi. The real Star Wars is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Okay, and what we were saying about comedic relief, that's easily like one of the largest parts of why this movie wasn't good.
That's another thing I can tie in more Disney movies is I loved Guardians of the Galaxy.
Because it was a comedy movie.
But they weren't trying super hard to make it funny. Like they knew that it wanted to be funny,
but that's
and it
like
was
all
naturally
Marvel
funny.
movies. Yeah.
But Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I did not like because I feel like they saw that the first one was really funny,
and then they focused
more on the humor, and they forced it, and it wasn't as funny.
I totally see that.
So that's why like they're kind of following the Marvel formula, and it's tough because Star Wars fans are like the most brutal fans.
Yeah.
Out of any franchise.
Definitely.
So when you change, like when you deviate that far from the originals, you're gonna get attacked.
Yeah. And like, also part of that is actors. Like Chris Pratt is obviously more comedic.
He was in Parks and
actor.
Rec and stuff like that, Lego Movie.
Yeah, and I think it would have been weird if you took like you would say that's like his first like blockbuster role, right?
When was Lego Movie?
I can't. That was definitely after. That had to be after.
It was definitely close.
All right. Well, either way, his first on-screen
Parks and Rec
blockbuster movie.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at
Like if he came in and just started being all serious, I think that would have been really weird. And part of what made the humor so acceptably good was that it was Chris Pratt.
Yeah, because Chris Pratt is just a funny guy.
Yeah.
So that was 2014. I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy was 2016.
Lego Movie was 2014?
Oh, Guardians was 2014 as well. So they're both 2014.
That was 6 years ago?
Jeez.
That Lego Movie 1 does not feel like 6 years ago. That's scary.
I remember seeing that in theaters.
Me too.
Twice.
That's so... Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, back to this.
Back to the real matter at hand.
What are you gonna say? Cause
So,
can I just yeah, or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you could.
Oh, why do I have it on crop?
Because I've been going back and forth with this for a long time. Because for a while I was thinking, oh no, not the Comic Sans.
Those are the Comic Sans.
How are we gonna be disrespected now?
How are people gonna just hate us now?
So I've been going back and forth for a long time on this. I've said to a lot of people for a couple months that I think that Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker is the best sequel. But like when you think about it, it was a little choppy because they had to also, do you want me to not spoil it?
I don't care.
So they you know how a lot of people complain in Revenge of the Sith that Anakin turned to the dark side like that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like the light side for
actually,
Kylo Ren.
Here's the disagreement about Anakin is he didn't like sand, and sand turns into glass.
Yeah. Irritating.
Glass
everywhere.
is
glass.
Glass is see through.
Yeah.
And you know what
Padme's
else is see
clothes
through?
weren't see
Windows.
through.
And windows can have reflections on them.
You know what shape windows are sometimes?
What shape are they?
Circles by Post Malone. Greatest song
Let's
ever.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
That's a different. You know what? Let's do a quick tier list of songs. We have
Circles by Post Malone.
Circles by
is
Post
the top.
Malone, F tier easy, and
That's it. That's the only song
we have
ever.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Only song ever.
So I feel like part of that is Kylo Ren in this movie. He turns to the light side very quick. Like you can tell in the 8th he's sort of conflicted, but he never really acts on it. And so he basically, his mom dies.
Yeah.
And then she uses the rest of her life basically to send a message to him.
Okay.
He drops his lightsaber. Rey picks it up and stabs him.
Okay.
Through his whole body. Then she force heals him, and he sees a
Force
memory.
heals him?
Yeah, like Baby Yoda does in The Mandalorian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she force heals him, which they overuse a lot in that movie.
Oh no, I don't enjoy that.
Yeah, do you remember how that episode came out earlier on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that just so they could say
okay.
force healings in here, so they could use it 100 times in the movie.
Oh, that's so. I hate when movies just create mechanics to resurrect characters.
Yeah.
Then it completely devalues any
It's
importance of people dying because it's oh, they could just come back through force healing.
That's why DC does that a lot.
Yeah.
So Rey force heals him, and then he sees a memory of his dad, and they have a conversation, and then he's just like, "I'm good now."
That's it.
Yeah, his mom dies, he gets stabbed, he has a memory with his dad, he throws his lightsaber into the ocean, and that's it.
I mean, you kind of knew it was gonna happen though.
Yeah, but it's still Anakin's gonna become Darth Vader, and it's still very abrupt.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know. I don't love his character arc, although I still do think he's the best character in the sequels.
I would put Kylo Ren as my favorite Star Wars character, but that's also without seeing the last movie.
No, he's still a good character. It's just I don't like how abrupt it is. Yeah. But considering how choppy it is, plus the nostalgia of going to see Force Awakens in theaters is insane.
Really?
Yeah. For me, because I had watched all the movies multiple times, and I went and I saw it premiere night. Whoa. So the Thursday.
That's pretty dope.
We bought those tickets 5 months early.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were there, and it was sick. Everyone's cheering, everyone's going crazy. It was insane because it was gone for so long, and then people were all excited. And
I literally,
if you
kind of forgot about that hype.
Yeah.
There was such a long period of my life where I was there's 6 Star Wars, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all they're gonna do. And now, look at it. There's so many more.
Now there's 11.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, they almost shot for shot copied A New Hope.
But I kind of like that.
I know. A New Hope is a very good movie.
Yeah.
The only thing that bothers me personally is how powerful Rey is with no explanation.
Yes. I totally agree with that.
But other than that, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
So that is why I would rank these movies in this order.
Yep. I would say that Adam Driver is the best part of the whatever the new trilogy is called. What do you call it? The sequels? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I would say he's the best part of the sequels.
I would agree with that.
All right. Is that it? Is that all we have to say about this?
Except Rose Tico.
No. Stop. We're done. Okay.
She'll stick with me. I'm going to have, like, Alzheimer's or something. And I'm not going to be able to forget her. Cut that out. You can't keep that in there. That has to be gone. Okay, right. We already know. Last Jedi gone. Take it out of here.
Let's put that there. Okay. Okay, so if you don't understand, it's worst, and then it goes like that.
And then the second row is the best.
And then it goes from here to the best, yeah.
You saw Solo, right?
I did. I've seen everything except for this one.
Okay, I just had to double check.
Okay, so Last Jedi, that's an obvious pick.
We've already discussed that.
I'm gonna say that 2 is next.
Yeah, I feel like you would go 2.
Yep. Okay.
And then I would probably go 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I would go 1 as well.
And then this is where it gets kind of tough.
Yeah.
Because I know how you feel about The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. I'm just going to put that there right now. You might not agree with me, but hear me out.
No, I don't love The Mandalorian, but I will hear you out.
I think that the soundtrack, the acting, just the acting in general.
Wait, what about the soundtrack?
Here, listen. The acting, the soundtrack, and the action alone are really good parts of this show.
Yeah, I love the soundtrack.
The soundtrack is just awesome. Like, outstanding job, whoever did that. But when it comes to the plot and some of the dialogue, it literally sounds like it was written by me in 6th grade.
It's incredibly predictable.
It's just super, like, cheesy and just, it's like, sometimes there was a point, I don't remember when, but there was a point where I was watching it, something happened, and I just turned it off.
Really?
Because it was so, like...
Yeah, so episode 5 was the one when they went to Tatooine.
Yeah.
That episode annoyed me so much. Because it just felt so lazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're just throwing all these things. Like, at
totally
the end with the dead body, she's like, oh, go toss him into Beggar's Canyon. And it's like, I know about Beggar's Canyon because of the original movies that I loved. Yeah. Don't make this lazy reference to it just to get cheap nostalgia.
That's also something that The Mandalorian just pissed me off with, is so many forced, like... references from other movies that were just like, look, guys, look, it's Star Wars.
Also,
look.
Why did the R2-D2 walk?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Like, people just glossed over that so fast. Like, he just grew limbs. Like, and this is only 7 years after Return of the Jedi, and he looked like an older droid. He didn't look brand new.
Yeah.
So why doesn't R2-D2 have legs?
That's a really good question.
Like, it just, I don't know. And then... I don't like Baby Yoda as a character, although he is very interesting to me.
I think he's a well-written character, except for the fact that it's a lot of forced cuteness.
Yeah, that's what
like
I don't like.
Ewoks with the, like, look how cute they are.
Yeah, they make him do all these things, like when he's arm wrestling with the lady, and then he like force chokes and stuff. It's like they're trying to make him cute. Although what I do like,
I like the ambiguity of the character.
Is like they were gonna make him a phone's ringing.
I'm not gonna pick it up.
Okay. They were gonna make him CGI, and then I don't remember who it was, but one of the people said like, "No, he's got to be a puppet."
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. Like.
Yeah. I think you have to have something there, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's way too hard to ask an actor to hold a green cube and pretend it's like this really cute thing. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people that like this show, and I understand.
I read the reviews on IMDb for my article.
Yeah,
and like, there's a big range. Although obviously there's more people that like it, but like if people took the time to go and read there's no 1-star reviews. I'm pretty sure there's 2-star ones.
Really?
I don't think there's any 1 stars. Although there could be. I could be wrong on that.
At the point probably episode 5 because I think episode 6 was the Bill Burr one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I actually enjoyed that episode.
I like that
a
one
lot.
too. The
But
action was very intense.
That's also because that was like the only episode in the series that just had nothing to do with the plot.
That's true.
So it was the most enjoyable, which is a really bad thing.
Yeah. Shoot, what was I saying?
I don't remember what we were talking about.
I was saying something about how Baby Yoda was.
You said the N word, right?
Yeah, of course. Baby Yoda was. He was actually there.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Shoot. Oh yeah, the reviews. So,
yeah.
Like if people took the time to go and read all the 1 and 2 star reviews, then I think their opinions on the show would change because it's really eye opening.
Yep.
To go and read the people that have like brains, and they can like
the actual intelligent people.
But like they're the people that are actually looking at it through
Yeah.
an analytical lens.
Yes.
And not just like ooh. New Star Wars.
Exactly. That's totally
new Star Wars. Yes.
If you go into that
like,
show going, guys, new Star Wars and The Mandalorian is so cool.
It's a great show. But that's how I felt the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Exactly.
Because it was like that. And then I'm really like, this is
worse.
so predictable.
Yep.
Like, this is not a well-written plot at all. And I'm sorry, Jon Favreau. I love you, but your show kind of sucks.
Yeah. I give it credit in some parts. Obviously, the character design is really cool, but that's also not hard to do with a Mandalorian.
Yeah, because Mandalorians aren't new.
Yeah. But it just kind of fails in the parts that would make it an actual quality show.
I think, like, even though I don't like The Office anymore, it was cool that I could watch everything because I do not like having to wait.
Yeah.
Because especially with this, they just leave you with so many questions on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of backfired on them because all the people canceled their subscriptions.
Yep.
So, like, it really just bothers me personally because, like, there's so many questions that I have, and I know I can't get them answered.
I'm really surprised
That's why I watched
this.
Pirates of the Caribbean instead.
I actually did the same thing.
I watched all of them.
When I was done with The Mandalorian, I watched the Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's like Mandalorian, but better.
And Pirates, and not Star Wars.
Well, because I had seen, like, most of them, parts of most of them. And so I never watched all of them, so I watched all of them.
You know what scarred me when I was a little kid?
The Kraken.
I think it's at World's End, the first scene where they're hanging all the pirates.
Oh yeah, and then they start singing.
And then the little kid goes up there. Yeah. Dude, that when I watched that when I was like probably like 10. And I wanted to cry.
I wanted to hang myself.
I was like, but it's a kid. Why are they hanging the kid? That scars me every time I watch it. It's like hard to watch, but the rest of the movie is really good.
The Kraken scared me for a while.
Honestly, I don't know if those movies are even that great or if they're just fun.
They are fun.
But that's a different.
But like I would say the first 2 or 3 are like good.
Okay.
And then after that, the quality drops.
All right. After The Mandalorian. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a really tough one.
I kind of want to say Rogue One for lack of a better movie.
I would agree with you for that.
It's not that it's that terrible,
but it's just not great.
I think all of the other ones that are still left are better.
Plus, for me personally, with all the other movies ahead of this, I feel like have like rewatchability that you could still enjoy. But for me, every time I watch Rogue One, I start to hate it more.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
in like
I tried
a year.
rewatching it once and I couldn't do
it. Just it's once. Plus, I went into that movie knowing everyone was gonna die. Yeah. Because like obviously, that was a little too if they obvious. Survived, then like where were they in the rest of the movie?
Yeah, that's true.
So like you kind of had to know that going in.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't bad. It's just not as good as the others.
Yeah, there's a very large gap in quality from here to here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Is it Solo or Rise?
Would you put this next?
What is that? Rise?
Yeah.
I feel like it's either Solo or Rise.
All right, I'm going to put Rise next. I'm making an executive decision. You can explain why. I don't know.
So a lot of people say Solo wasn't that great. And I think it's not a phenomenal Star Wars movie, but it's still a really good movie. Like, it's entertaining to watch, and I think Donald Glover does a great job as Lando.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people don't like it just because it's Han Solo, but it's not Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just weird to look at. But it was a good movie.
I think,
It had a good plot.
what was the actor's name that played Han Solo?
Ooh, I don't remember. I looked it up a while ago. But
I think he did the best job
that
that
you
somebody
could have done,
possibly
yeah.
could to fill Harrison Ford's shoes.
Yeah.
That's like remaking it like an Indiana Jones movie. Like, how are they going to do that effectively?
They can't.
I think he did a
CGI.
I think he did a great job of being Han Solo.
Like, they had a very like star-studded cast for that movie.
Yeah.
Like Woody Harrelson, Donald
Yep.
Glover, and Emilia Clarke.
Yeah. That's
quality.
pretty epic.
And Chewbacca.
I mean,
I liked the origin of Chewbacca and
yeah, right?
like,
I was
thought
actually
cool.
that was one of the moments that I just didn't see coming when they threw him in there with the beast.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, they're just going to introduce like another, or maybe like reuse a piece of the lore that already exists. But when it was Chewbacca, I was like, that's okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The only issue I have with Solo is something that they couldn't really avoid is the fact that you know what's going to happen to the main characters, kind of. Like, you know what's going to happen to
like you have
Han
a
Solo and
general idea,
Chewie.
yeah. Like, you know that
And
they
Lando.
can't die or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they put them in like perilous situations,
yep,
you're like, yeah,
a
I know
lot
it's
of
gonna
the
be fine.
suspense is kind of taken away. But
like,
still, like the
you-
way it was shot.
But you didn't expect Woody Harrelson's character to turn on them or
No,
anything like that. Like,
no. And I did not see the Darth Maul thing coming.
that kind of bothers me though.
Really?
Like, it's cool that he's there, but it's like,
Are they
why?
gonna make another like sequel to that?
I don't think so because it
Okay,
flopped
then
so
it
bad.
kind of ruins it.
Although Clone Wars season 7,
What do you mean?
he's in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I did not know that.
he's in the trailer. I haven't watched the trailer yet because I'm trying to go in as blind as possible. 'Cause I feel
That's
like
probably a
trailers-
good idea because I haven't watched the trailer yet, so I'll just do that too.
Yeah,
I actually enjoy this more, but as a quality, like for the quality, I think that's a perfect spot for it.
yeah.
I do like a lot about it, but as a Star Wars movie, it's not the best.
So next, I feel like is Force Awakens.
Yep.
You're gonna put Force Awakens over Revenge of the Sith?
I kind of want to. I think The Force Awakens was like a really good start to the sequels,
And I'll just tumble.
and then it all just crashed after it.
Yeah.
And if you look at it alone, I think it's a pretty awesome movie. But if you look at it, I think this is like the common like factor for all these rankings is if you look at it in context of the other movies,
Yeah.
it gets worse.
I don't know. I like Revenge of the Sith.
I do too, but I think for the quality of the movie, I think Force Awakens is actually better. Yeah, I don't know. They're really close for different reasons.
Yeah. Oh, just thinking about how emotional. I love Ewan McGregor in
Yeah.
the prequels. Like, he does such a good job.
Yeah.
Like, he tries so hard. And that scene when Anakin's on fire.
Yeah.
So emotional.
It really is, but they killed Han Solo.
Well, he's been begging for that since Return of the Jedi.
I know, but they killed him. Like that was a big deal. Think about that when the movie came out.
I remember when it came out and he did it. I thought Chewie blew himself up.
What do you mean?
Like when they planted all the charges and then.
Oh, really?
I thought he blew himself up because he was so sad. Also, he has like the saddest life. He's like 250 years old,
Yeah,
and all his friends died.
Oh, that sucks.
Like,
But like not only that Han Solo died, but the way that he died,
yeah, his own son.
like it wasn't even cheesy. Like the cheesy way for him to do it would have been
Like
they have
they
all the
killed the other
explosives
two
on the
characters,
whatever,
and
and then everyone's free, and he's like, "Go without me," and then he blows it up with
or
himself.
like something's not working, like they tried to do
yeah,
with this
yeah.
one.
That's the cheesy way, but he kind of died for no reason.
I mean, he died trying to save his son.
Yeah, but he didn't. In that moment,
Yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah, he
Which
did.
is really cool that they were able to, like, that's such a powerful moment. Did I convince you that it's above?
It's convincing.
Or should
Like-
we just go with what everyone wants us to go with? Because I think everyone is going to say that 3 is better than 7.
I love 3.
All right, I'll go with that.
They're very close though. It's
Yeah.
not like the gap between Mandalorian.
Yeah, this is the inverse of
and
that.
Rogue One. It's the opposite. They're so close.
I just don't think the acting in the prequels is good at all except for Obi-Wan.
But also the budget wasn't as big.
That's true.
Like, it wasn't owned by Disney.
But, like, if you go back and watch it right now, the acting just looks like it's hard to watch at points.
That's also because Hayden Christensen isn't the best actor.
Maybe
like,
it's just me.
Besides
maybe
Star Wars,
thing,
he doesn't do anything. He hasn't done anything else.
His voice and, like, his tone whenever he's acting is just not good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's me, but like
well,
what he's delivering is like.
But that's
his
why
monologues and
the
stuff.
only other thing I've seen him in is a movie called Shattered Glass. It's about this reporter that faked all his stories. So that's the only other movie I've seen him in because we had to watch it in journalism.
Okay.
Like, he's not in anything else.
Is he good in that at all?
No.
Yeah. He's just like.
He just whines.
I don't like sand. It's coarse.
Episode 2 of the Twin Towers. That's so bad.
Oh my! You know what would have been really bad? Wait, actually, hold on. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, never mind. If there were 11 movies here and we ranked it at number 9, that would have been really sad.
Oh no.
Okay, so 3, fight scenes and story. It probably puts it there.
And the music too.
And the music, yeah. All right.
Plus, it's hard too because they have a plot to follow.
Yeah.
Like, 7 could do whatever they wanted.
That's true.
They had a lot more creative freedom.
I think they did a good job though with their freedom.
No, they did. But I'm saying, like, it's hard to judge a movie that could take the plot in any way that they wanted versus one that had a set quota to meet.
Yeah.
Like, Anakin has to become Darth Vader. Like, all that stuff.
Yeah. All right. And then I think they kind of just go in the order of how
we did it before,
right?
Yeah.
But again, like, it goes like small gap, small gap, small gap, humongous gap, normal gap, small gap,
very small gap.
Actually, I wouldn't even say this is a small gap. I would say it's normal gap,
small gap, and then decently sized gap.
Pretty big gap, pretty big gap, small gap.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. And then at number 1, I think we're going to have Sandy Wexler, the best movie of all time, the best piece of cinema ever created.
I agree. Adam Sandler is God.
Yeah. I mean,
look at those glasses.
Look at those frames, dude. He's really rocking those.
So attractive.
But I don't want to hate on Adam Sandler completely, even for the joke, because I think he's a pretty good comedian. And I heard Uncut Gems is pretty good.
He's made a solid living for himself.
Yeah.
This video is sponsored by Uncut Gems, by the way. Go see it. Is that illegal?
I think it's illegal to say that you have an ad for something unless you say it's not an ad.
Okay, it's not an actual ad.
We are not sponsored by Sandy Wexler.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Sandy Wexler. We're sponsored by Uncut Gems.
Oh, sorry. We are not sponsored by Uncut Gems. We have no sponsor. There's no sponsor on this video.
Jack and Jill coming to theaters this Friday. Adam Sandler stars as Jack and Jill.
No, Adam Sandler stars as Jack, and then Adam Sandler stars as Jill. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Adam Sandler also stars as everyone. What if that's a movie? He plays everyone.
Wasn't there somebody that made a movie about like a family with like 6 tuplets, and it's this guy and it's the same actor playing every character? Look that up. Look that up.
I want to make a
Jamie,
movie.
can we pull that up?
I want to make a movie called The Great Gatsby. And Mike Tyson plays every character.
No.
Yes.
No.
He's Gatsby,
Please.
Daisy, Tom. He's everyone. It's just all Mike Tyson. And he lives the whole time.
Every time he says Gatsby as a different character.
Because he's the beautiful man.
Okay. No, look that up though. Look up
what?
Movie
where guy plays
sex tuplets or something like that. Because I heard it was like a look it up and then search it on IMDb. Because I heard it was really bad. And somebody just like isn't that such like an egotistical like Hollywood actor thing to do? Just like, guys, I have a goes to the board.
Sex Tuplets is a 2019 American comedy.
See? It's called Sex Tuplets.
No, but it's not it though. Because like he doesn't play the same guy.
Who's the main?
Oh wait, actually,
Who's the lead?
No, yeah, Marlon Wayans. Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah, he plays all 6
I
ways.
knew it. He goes to the board. Guys, I got a great idea for a hit comedy special.
Andy Wexler.
There's a set of 6 tuplets. Think of what the mom had to go through, right? That's boom, instant humor on its own.
They were all like a half pound each.
Yep. I play all 6 of them. One of them can have blackface. It's an interracial marriage, so one of them's black. Don't you think we're gonna get some lashback or whatever the term is? Backlash. We're gonna get some lashback on that one.
Us?
No.
Oh, okay,
I'm still doing the
still doing the
yeah, I'm
character?
still doing the bit here. Okay, so don't you think we're gonna get some backlash for that? No, because it's sextuplets. So technically they're all white. All right. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to say.
So that's about it. I'm gonna head out.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Punch that notification bell.
Smash the notification bell. I don't care where you touch it. Just touch it somewhere with something.
Caress the notification bell.
Seduce the notification bell. Make it your lover. And
marry the notification bell. Have sextuplets with it.
Yeah, and have all of them be the same notification bell. we need praise, please. I'm begging you.
Please.
I have to feed my sextuplets.
They only eat apple juice. That's the only thing they consume.
After my wife died in Star Wars Episode 2, The Twin Towers, life's been really hard.
She was made of sand, and there was somebody that just didn't like her for that. So,
okay.
And then, wait, isn't Sandy Wexler a detective? You know what? That doesn't matter because we're done.
Yeah.
Tell us
we are kaput.
Okay, genuinely though, if there's people that are actually going to comment on this, I want to know what people want to hear.
Yeah, give us suggestions for next episode.
We have ideas, but if there's something that the people actually want, then yeah.
Also, merch drop coming soon.